Hey guys, it was good. Triple J Boxing. So we got a big fight coming up this weekend. We got David Benavidez fighting Demetrius Andre, which is a good main event. It's a good fight. Two undefeated guys. Demetrius Andre has always wanted a big fight. Now it's finally here. We're going to see what he has. It just happens to be that he's facing probably one of the most dangerous guys in the division, if not the most dangerous guy at 168. And but it's his shot, and he's got to prove everybody that he's that guy. So that's his opportunity. David Benavidez, it's his opportunity to just keep the pretty much keep the train rolling, keep the steamroller going. Proving to people that he's still the monster. He had a good win over Caleb Plant. Now he didn't look invincible in that fight. He didn't look like he was like I said, he didn't look like he was an invincible monster in that fight. But Caleb Plant is a good fighter, so you got to give Benavidez for still getting the win over Caleb. That's a good win. Yeah, so we got that fight. And then you got what I'm really excited about. I didn't think I was going to be excited about, but the matchmaking for this fight, I thought whoever was the matchmaker for this fight is a genius, and they do their job very well. Because I never thought that I would be excited for a Jose Benavidez versus Jermall Charlo fight. But everything is just happening at the right time, and whoever set this fight up knows what they're doing. Because in like, if you told anybody a couple years ago, year ago even, that do you want to see this fight, no one would be excited for this fight. But the fact that David Benavidez, his brother, has such a big name now, really obviously helps the fight. And the fact that Jermall Charlo has been outside the ring for quite a long time with some mental health issues. I don't know the details of it. So he's been inactive for a very long time, which I don't know how he's still holding on to that belt. It seems kind of ridiculous. And then they strip Crawford like right away, which I find kind of ridiculous. But anyway, that's a different topic. So coupled with David Benavidez being his brother, Jermall Charlo being out of the ring for a very long time, and Canelo handling his twin brother like he was pretty much nothing. Like, his brother Jermall didn't even put up any sort of fight against Canelo, really. That all makes you believe that this fight could be close, competitive, and it sells. Because if Jermall Charlo was active and David Benavidez didn't have a name, and Jermall didn't look as bad as he did against Canelo, because you got to look at it like this, guys. People view Jermall and Jermall pretty much, they are twins, biological twins, so they are pretty much the same physicality to them. Maybe they're different. Sure, they're different people, different mentality, maybe different soul in the person, right? But physically, they're the same. Biologically, they're the same. So when one guy does bad, you're going to pretty much put it on the other guy too, right? And people even do that when you're not even biological. Like, say if you were just regular brother, right? If your brother does bad, they're going to portray that onto you. Like, oh, now he's weak. He lost that fight. Now you're going to think less of the brother now. But the fact that they're twins is even more so. So I think the matchmaking was perfect for this fight. The way they set it up. Like I said, Jermall inactive. Brother looked terrible. David has a big name. And now, coupled with this press conference that has happened, first it was a virtual one. Then we just had the in-person one. They are both entertaining. And, sorry guys, I think I got to sneeze. But, okay, it's gone. Okay, so I just think the press conference and the virtual press conference they were doing a lot of shit talking. They're selling the fight perfectly. Jose was like getting up and standing in his standing over Jermall in his face at the press conference. Jermall's telling him, "Sit down. You ain't gonna do nothing." So there's some bad blood there, some genuine disrespect going on there. That's gonna help sell the fight. Now, how this fight's gonna go, I really don't know because I think Jose is not a big guy, and if you look at their dad, his dad Jose Senior, he's a small man, and I don't know where David got his genetics from because he is way bigger than both his brother and his dad. He must have got it from maybe his mom's side or maybe a grandparent or a great grandparent was big because, or he ate his spinach. I don't know because he's huge compared to his other family members there. But yeah, Jose's not a big guy. He's not a big guy. He's moving up further in weight later in his career when he's already lost to Crawford when he fought him at welterweight, and we all know that he got shot in the kneecap too. I don't know the exact story about that, but so his legs are pretty much they're compromised. You know what I mean? Like they can never, I don't think, fully be the same if you get shot in the. I think it was the kneecap. So I don't know how you could fully recover from that. But okay, so yeah, I'm trying to think who. Okay, Jose lost to Danny Garcia too. Okay, I kind of remember that fight. I think Danny was kind of fighting a bit timid in that fight. What I remember, but I remember it being kind of competitive. But I think Danny was just outboxing him. But I kind of forget. It wasn't like one of those fights you really remember. But that's the gist of it. So yeah, when you think about it, he's only lost the top guys, Danny and Crawford, but he's moving up pretty high in weight. He fought Danny, I think it was at the 154-pound limit. So he's moving up again to fight Jermall, the bigger brother, which I don't know. They're like I said, they're twin biological twins. They're pretty much the same size. Just one fights at a higher weight class. And this is going to be a middleweight, or it's a catch weight, right? Of 163 or something? I don't know. It's some kind of catch weight. It's not for the middleweight title, which is, I think it's stupid. Like Jose says, it's ridiculous. But I think Jermall was saying the reason why it's not for the title was because Jose's not ranked in that division. He's not even like in the, so they can't make it happen. I don't know. I didn't really look into it, but I think it should be for the belt. That's just my opinion. If you're fighting the guy who has the belt, why is it not for the belt? Just like how Tyson Fury versus Ngannou, that should have been for the belt. I don't get it, but I think it should be. But anyway, it's hard. It's interesting to see how this fight will play out. Jermall hasn't fought in a very long time. Jose Benavidez, he's fought recently against some pretty much a guy you won't even know, Jin Jianan, 36-15. So really, he hasn't fought a solid guy since Danny in 2022, but still way more active than Jermall has. He's fought in 2021 was his last fight. So yeah, guys, I didn't think I would ever be excited for it. If you, like I said, if you mentioned this fight a year ago, this fight wouldn't sell at all. Even on a co-main event, no one would want to see it. But you got to give credit to the matchmakers. Everything lines up perfectly here. From what I mentioned earlier, it's just great matchmaking here, and the shit talking gets you more excited too. So I think it's gonna be, it could be competitive. It could be rough for Jermall. A lot of ring rust. Jose, he's probably coming in to take his head off, and because he knows that Jermall's been mentally not there in boxing, and he's ring rust. So I feel like Jose is going to be more motivated, and he's going to step on the gas early to try to get Jermall to doubt himself, right? So, but Jermall was he's the bigger, stronger guy. He's the champ at middleweight. So it's going to be, I would have to go with Jermall here just because he's bigger, he's stronger. Obviously, he's undefeated too. He's got good wins at the division of 160. So yeah, like even with the ring rust, I'm gonna have to go with Jermall here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jose puts up a pretty good fight and we get a competitive fight. And I'm gonna say it goes to the distance. So we might see it goes to the distance. But I think if someone would get knocked out, I feel like Jermall would knock out Jose, just because he's the way bigger guy, and he's got pretty decent knockout percentage. So yeah, guys, that's what I think. But let me know what you guys think about the fight. I'm excited for this card. I like both the main event of David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade, and this co-main event, Jose Benavidez versus Jermall Charlo. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Take care.